Hi guys, it's Christian here from Thelightchrissy Reads Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for the month of September for the sign of Cancer. So September 1st through 15th, I'm sorry, for the sign of Cancer. So if you are a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, this is the reading for you. If you're a cross watcher, then that is fine as well too. If Keep in mind that all readings can't possibly work for every single Cancer out there, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Also, make sure to check out the videos for your sun mooning, your sun moon, your sun, but sun moon. I mean your moon rising, Venus, and all of those other things as well. And maybe one of those readings will resonate more. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Please go ahead and click that follow button if you haven't already, and be sure to like the video. Also have the bell, click the bell notification if you want to be notified when I post anything else. I'll have the information down below of how to book me for a private reading, or to how to donate to my channel. And please guys, feel free to leave any information about what you would like to see on my channel as far as types of readings or the types of decks that you'd like me to use. I've been trying to do this off and on YouTube wise for like a year now, so I'm still trying to find my flow. But if you guys have any suggestions as far as like the type of readings that you'd like to see, or as far as the particular deck of cards that you'd like to see me use, then just put that information down below. Okay, so we're going to kick off the reading with an animal spirit card from the Wild Unknown deck. See what we're kind of coming out of August like, and what we're kind of going into September with. So this is going to be the time frame from September 1st through the 15th for Cancer. Let's go. So what energy? All right, they want to come out pretty quick. All right, Cancer. All right, we're going into and I feel like, who was that the last time? Okay, it was Gemini. I can't remember who had this card before, but somebody did. But this is a perspective shift, so this is very good for you to have in the month of September. This means that we're leaving August. If some things were kind of a little bit chaotic in the month of August, this is the number 13. This is where their regeneration is coming in, where their renewal is happening. We're finally starting to follow the messages that Spirit is kind of leading us towards, to kind of lead us out of the darkness. We may not know exactly where we're going or exactly how we're going to get there, but we're letting ourselves be surrounded by light, and we're just actually stepping out on faith. So this is a good thing. Maybe in the month of August, coming out of August, you were starting to see things for what they really are, because this is a very cognitive animal, and you know, it has the gift of foresight because it can fly so high. So this is where maybe there have been an opportunity for you to step away from your life or from a certain situation, so you can see it a lot more clearly, you know, when you stand back. There's a song called that, actually. It's a Brandy song, but it never got released, but it's on YouTube. I think it's called Stand Back, but it says that you can see the picture a lot better when you're able to stand back. And I think that that's going to be something that you're going to be able to use, this gift that you've used in August to be able to do that. You're going to walk into September with it at the forefront. So this is just that message of whenever you feel like when things are getting kind of out of whack or kind of crazy for you, it's time for you to step away from it so you can observe it from the outside, looking in, to have that fresh set of eyes to a situation. And it can even be yourself. You could even have a perspective shift from yourself. All you have to do is just examine. And you know, this is allowing our emotions to flow through our body and identifying what our body is telling us, or what our emotions are telling us, and that's your guidance of how to move forward. But this is definitely where we're coming in, where we're seeing things, and we're getting messages about the direction that we should be headed in. We're following what Spirit has for us. Okay, so that's a good card to come into the month of September with. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart here to get a little bit more clarity. Let's see here. Oh, That wanted to pop out right there. So yeah, Spirit wants to congratulate you. This is some type of celebration that's coming in the first couple of months. It could be an apology, or it could be like something is healing, like some type of part of some relationship is healing. But it could be that you're just healing yourself, because we do have the nurture card here as well, and the nurture card is the Empress. When we start to take care of ourselves and to give ourselves a little bit of the love that we give to other people, then we start to heal ourselves, okay? Heal the parts of us that are broken, and then we make ourselves be in a better place to be able to do for others, because we're fully healed and being able to do it. This is also too, this is, I'm seeing with share the love creativity. So there may be, if you guys are people who are creators, or you have businesses or things like that, this could be a total shift in direction for that business, or your creativity is starting to take flight. I'm kind of getting that, because the nurturing energy is very, very creative, it's very fertile. And it may be something that some type of seed that's planted here in the month of September, in the first part here, but something definitely worth celebrating. You have this three and this three, this is coming together, and this is, to me, when you're getting in alignment with Spirit, okay? So you have both of those things right here. Now, the Three of Cups is all about celebration. This is all about if you've had this time of life where you felt like the party is kind of left, or it's been a little bit boring. The guidance here in both of these is to celebrate yourself a little bit more. Celebrate how far you've coming from here to there. Make sure you're celebrating yourself, just in giving yourself love just because, okay? And that puts you in a better position to be able to share with other people. But first, you take care of yourself. And it's even like I'm kind of seeing here with the 3, 1, 2, 3, and then she's taking care of herself first, okay? So I'm kind of seeing that there. This is a very good month to make sure that we're taking in self-care, and that we are not over giving. We are giving, but we're not over giving from something that's broken. And you don't want to give, something that's not fully, you want to give your best gift to the world, and your best gift is yourself, and it's yourself once you're whole. So I'm kind of looking at this heart right here and seeing this kind of like this crack in the, and kind of like the foundation of this. But I know what the three, the share the love card is about, and it's about this celebration. So there is something that is coming in that's going to make you quite happy here in the month of September, in the first half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards, so we can kind of get an idea of what that could be, or how that could look coming in. Definitely something good coming in. Let's see here. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on with my shuffling today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm kind of rocky today. And also, too, as I'm getting with the Hark and the Nurture card, I'm sitting here just to reaffirm, again, or confirm again what I was saying. Whenever, in the month of September, whenever you are faced with these situations that make you feel like you want to close up and close yourself off, because I feel like that in Cancer, of course, you're the sign that can definitely do that. You know how to be guarded when you need to be. Let's nurture go back to nurturing ourselves, and kind of feeling where that is actually coming from. Because if it's just your defense mechanism, you may just be kind of just doing it because you're used to doing it, and never investigating the real truth, or the deeper meaning of why. Okay, so this is a good time to nurture those parts of yourselves. It doesn't mean to try to eradicate them, like get rid of them, but definitely nurturing those parts of yourself, to ask the right questions, to be able to get the answers that you need to be able to heal yourself once and for all. Okay, it's kind of like this mothering to yourself. All right. So first cards that we have the World card is in reverse. So this is where they're trying to get you to you're not completely done yet, and it's kind of like, I see this with this transition, but you're still halfway. So you have like 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out, and that first half of the month is to try to move you from that space to this space completely. But it's going to take a lot of it's going to take choice, and also allowing letting these things to fall away that need to, and not trying to resist holding them in, because the 13 here, it just makes me think of the death card, and the death card is all about letting go of what is old and what no longer works, so we can be brought into this new space in our lives. And this right here is really, really good, but right now I think that it's kind of held off because you're still in the midst of doing it, but the end is near. So if you've been going through a tough time and a tough situation, maybe you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I know that there may still be some things in your experience that are still kind of remnants of that, so you may have some business to still take care of, or you may even be in a position to where you're having to take care of someone or a situation beyond what you would want to. Like, this is, for example, if you were like, if you put in a 2 weeks notice at work, you still have to work the 2 weeks. Or if you know that you and someone are breaking up, but you're still living together and you have to stay together for 30 more days or something like that. This is kind of like a situation where I kind of see you in it, but I kind of see the final call of whatever it is has kind of been made, but it hasn't really fully taken place yet. Then the next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is definitely wanting you to really, really nurture yourself a lot and take care of yourself a lot, to bring yourself back to a healed position. I'm not going to say back to a healed position, but I guess, how can I say that? Because I don't want to say back like you were always constantly healing, but to get you back to ground zero. You have to kind of love yourself to find some clarity. It's almost like locking to... So this is what I'm getting. I'm sorry. I know it kind of sounds like I'm all over the place. It always does, but I'm just trying to... I have to get things as they come in. There needs to be some type of ceremony for yourself in regards to you coming from one cycle of life to another. Internally, you can do it externally. I don't care if it means that you go and buy a new wardrobe, there's a new haircut, there's a new move, there's a new car, there's a new business, but there needs to be something that signifies that chapter of your life ending, and this one beginning to kind of cement it in. Like, for example, I can give you an example. I'm 33 now. When I was 29, I think was a 29 was a rough year for me. A very, very rough year. I would go ahead and say, like, if we were talking in terms of ups and downs, that was probably one of my lowest points. But I chose to make my 30th birthday the thing that I will remember. That's the point that I start at. This is my new life, and this is where I start from. So my 30th birthday party, I threw a big party. I had so much fun and so much love around me, and it marked me exiting one stage of my life into the next. Even if no one knew that, for myself, it wasn't just a birthday. It wasn't just because I turned 30 and that's a big number. It was because I was walking away from one energy into this newness, and I'm kind of getting the feeling here that's exactly what they're wanting you to do, to have some type of ceremony for yourself, to mark the completion of you coming out of that cycle. Okay, and if you still think that you're in it, you're not gonna want to I don't know if that you can. There needs to be, like they're saying, this perspective shift, but I want you to see yourself with new eyes. And I know that kind of sounds very vague, but it's like there's time to have a reassessment of yourself. Okay, it's time to reassess who you are for yourself and how you show up in your friend groups and to those around you as well, because yeah, with the Queen of Wands is all about the law of attraction. So it's wanting you to know that some of these things that you have gone through in the past, you have attracted based on what's going on inside internally. Not like you just thought like, oh, I want a horrible person to come around. No, but the energy on the inside, if it's unchecked, you as a powerful manifester right here, the Queen of Wands, For you watching, that means that you guys can manifest like that. If you're not cognitive of what's going on the inside, because we haven't nurtured that kind of garden, then what you're given, what you're being given by the universe comes in, and it matches what you get, what where you are. So you see kind of how this is like, this is, if this is a little broken, because if you're a little broken, that's a little broken. So it would be like a, and I'm not saying broken because no one's really broke, but if there are unhealed parts of yourself, lessons keep reappearing in other people so that you can resolve that in yourself. And for here, it's definitely in friend groups, in social groups, in your tribe, in your relationships, because threes are about connection, okay? And the next card we have here is, yeah. So look, this is what I kind of was saying about walking away. There needs to be some type of ceremony that you have as you go ahead and follow your intuition and move in. And the moon always symbolizes that. And here you are walking away from whatever this situation was, or whatever this thing was in the past, and walking towards something that you really don't know. It's just mountains. You don't really see a clear where he's going. And that's exactly kind of what I was saying here with the white in the light. It's just not exactly knowing where, but you know that it's somewhere better than you are. So good for you, Cancer. Good for you. All right. 7 of Wands is the next card here. So yeah, this is definitely kind of what I was feeling here. There's a little bit of this shift that goes on. I feel like it's when you know how you go to McDonald's or you go to these restaurants and then you're playing well, I don't know. Well, for me, I'll just give you an example. How about this? I remember when I was young enough to be able to run through the tubes, and then I had a little sister, and I could run in the tubes after my little sister. Even though I was older, I still had an excuse to still play because I like playing with, who doesn't want to play in the tubes? But as I started to grow, I started to notice that it took me a lot more effort to be able to climb through because I was getting bigger, and my sister was still at an age where she still could go through it. So this is kind of what I'm feeling like, where you've kind of outgrown your space, because at one point you were down here where everybody else, with their ones, with their problems, with their values, with their issues, with their dreams, with their drama, with their struggles, and life has kind of elevated you a little bit, which is this perspective shift, but you still haven't adjusted to it because your mind is still kind of here in this, I have to protect this, and I have to persevere, like I have to kind of still be here. So this is where we need to assess again, so you can see that, oh, I don't even have to do that anymore. I've already made it to this next plateau, which is the world, when this would be like this if it was that way. So you see what I'm saying? You have cards here that kind of signify the same thing, and this is what's going on in the first 15 days. Now, let me say this. If some of you are getting ready to launch something online, I would go ahead and tell you postpone that. Yeah, because I feel like as I'm getting this right here, this is why I want to tell you that there's this anxiety here that's kind of like this, that is going to show up in whatever it is that you create. Like if you have a business, that energy goes into, or if you're presenting yourself online, the energy kind of goes into the presentation or the product. And people can say, well, how can that happen? Well, people feel it. I think that I like to tell people a lot of times that people don't buy, they're not really buying a product, they're really buying the energy of the person that's selling it, or the system that's selling it, or the colors that were put into it, or the fabric that the person created and put into it. But they're buying more than just the item itself. They're buying the energy that the item was created with too, or the intent behind it. So if you are someone, this is very specific, but if you are someone that was planning to like launch something, or if you were planning to start a business, or to create something, or present yourself online, like to debut something, I have a feeling that when we get this a little bit more straight, when the dust is settled, it'll be a better time energetically for you to do something like that. Okay, so it doesn't mean don't do it. It just means just check your energy before you do it, because you don't want to ruin any, or not ruin, but throw yourself off track. And also too, the nurture card, the Empress is usually pregnant. So this could be where, let me see if I can find it really quick for those of you guys who may not have seen the Queen before. The Empress, I'm sorry. the Empress. Let me go ahead and show you her. Imagine having to look through all the cards to find the card that you're looking for. And it's all the way at the back. And then when I get to the back, it's probably not going to be at the back. It's probably going to be at the front. And I probably already passed it, which is usually how this goes when I go looking for a card. I'm a reader, guys, who I like to show people things so they can know, so how you can see it, how it's like appearing in my mind. But you can have the context. So this card right here, Nurture, is this card in this deck. So do you see how she's kind of like pregnant with this idea? So it may not be the greatest time or the most opportune or most ideal time to launch something new, only because I feel like your energy is scattered and the effort wouldn't be not the effort, because I don't think it's anything to do with effort. You want the energy of it to just be right. That's just kind of what I want to say. So if it doesn't feel right, just kind of don't do it. Don't force it. Just change it around. But if it feels right, go for it. All right. First card here to clarify. Yeah. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles here. Now it's coming in reverse. So the Knight of Pentacles is usually a pretty slow moving knight. He doesn't just jump the gun and do anything, but it's coming in reverse. And I know that this is still specific. This is kind of like that feeling of, with the world, do not jump the gun on whatever this debut is or whatever this ending is. Don't try to this ending, not an ending in a bad way, but this new chapter that you're going through, even if this is not business or idea related, don't try to rush yourself to the next step. That's kind of the same thing here, because where you're going next, it requires you to manifest from a fresh point of view. And there's still a lot of energy that is lingering from past traumas and situations that would make you kind of manifest the same situation again. So what they're saying is, before you start to bring in more things, let's check within ourselves and start to make sure that we're manifesting from a good place, so you don't have to go back through this again. Because every time you manifest the same situation again, you can't complete that chapter. You have to kind of go through the motions all over again before you can it has to end again. And then you have to come back to this place to where you can choose to either be with, not rush to the next situation and kind of deal with this, or you can choose to go in the next situation. If you choose to go to the next one, then you have to do it again, and then you get the choice again, and you see how the cycle just keeps repeating itself. And I almost kind of see this, you kind of knowing that with the Nine of Swords, that this has kind of been something that's been in your it's coming to your forefront, which is why I think that you're stepping back to see it. Remember, I was kind of saying stepping back so that you can be able to get a clearer view. That's kind of what this is. I think that maybe something triggered you to say, wait a minute, is this really going, and is this really happening to me again? Yeah, I know I keep saying that. Here is the Four of Pentacles, and usually with the Four of Pentacles, I would tell you have a lot of stuck energy, like it's trapped and stuck. And yes, I will go ahead and say that with some of this right here, but also this is just telling me still hold on to whatever this plan is, or making any kind of big or drastic actions if they don't just absolutely just feel 100,000% right. So if you have to question how it feels, that's a sign. I'm kind of seeing like the black cat here. That's the sign that it's not for you. Okay. So anything you have to force isn't going to be for you at this time. Okay. Even if it sounds good, it's just not meant for you. And it's funny because the tower is flipped over. It flipped over here. I'll go ahead and put that there because I think it's needed here, because that's what's going to come in every time you do this. If you do this thing like where you jump the gun, your foundation has to, if it's not built on you healing yourself, it has to come down again, because it has to start with you. That way no one else can take it away from you. Okay, so that's kind of that right there. Let's see the Eight of Pentacles. And look what you're leaving into, Cancer. So look what I'm telling you right here. If you're afraid of just doing the work energetically, Look what you're going into. This is abundance. So this is that something, some abundance coming into your life. This is wealth, this is luxury, and this is spirit guiding you there. Okay, this could have been a long time coming with the scale coming across, scale with the snail coming across the bottom of the card. Okay, but finally, this chapter, this is where spirit is wanting to bring you to close this chapter out, to leave behind all of those, everything that needs to be left behind in the past, completely and energetically, not just, you know, on the surface, so that you can be able to free yourself up for this abundance to be able to come into your life that the universe is wanting to give to you, because it's showing clearly when you walk away, that is when you enter into having that abundance. Okay, and being very self-sufficient for oneself. Okay, being very independent financially. Okay, and yeah, look, this is here just to show you. This came out like this actually, but I turned it that way. So you have the Eight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Seven, Seven of Wands. You have the Seven of Wands right here with this wand in his hand, right? So he's using his power, his energy, his will to go against the past, right? Or what he's been elevated out of. But the page energy is completely the opposite, because the page is totally just concerned about the journey and what's next. So this could be some type of form of idea that comes your way here. So as I'm getting this, I'm getting what I'm kind of getting here is this: the reason why this whole thing, where I've been keeping this theme of saying hold back before you act, especially if it's a business or idea, because there comes another piece of it that you weren't expecting. It comes in towards the maybe towards the 15th, or the remainder of the month. Some type of message or piece of that puzzle someone brings into your presence. But it's when you're not focused on the past, is when you were focused on looking forward. Okay, and being okay with being in this mystery with these pyramids here. Okay, being okay with the mystery of life, and not over analyzing or overthinking it, or taking it personal when things don't kind of, you know, go the way that you plan. Another card that's flipped over, and I want you to see it right here on the top, is the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about that collaboration coming in. There could be a partnership coming, or someone coming to help you that comes in. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there like that. Someone that comes in and helps in the situation. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. I don't know if it was the same way, but I kind of, sorry. Okay, let's get back in. So yeah, there could be someone or a group of people that come in, or like a partnership that kind of occurs, or someone who comes in and helps you. And then I kind of just see this. Because the Three of Cups is about, or the share the love is about groups as well. And I almost feel like it's what I was saying about this heart earlier in the hand, that when you're in a better position, that's when like a piece to the puzzle comes in, because it's matching. What you're getting is matching where you are energetically, and whenever you come out of this energy and you go into that, then you're able to see the potential in what in the opportunities that are there, because you're not focused on the negativity. Okay, so, or this anxious anxiety energy right there. So let me pull one card. Yep. So, okay. I mean, you have the ten of the Ten of Pentacles right here. This is all about generational wealth. This is all about foundation, family stability. So if you've been worried that's not going to happen, that is definitely what's on your path, because this right here is this 9 where we're there wondering, is it going to happen? Keeping ourselves up, keeping ourselves in anxious energy. And that's coming in because not only do you have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 9. So you have this progression that goes on. You have the 9 and the 10 that come. And there could be something. I feel like there's this piecing of a plan that comes together in the first half of September. You may have thought that things were going to go one way, but if you hold off and you don't try to act and just kind of force that to work, because of this space that you're in, allow the universe to tell you when to move and what to do next. Don't try to kind of force it the other way, because it's some pieces in here that are kind of unseen until you kind of do your part on yourself a little bit, and then you make yourself available to whatever it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull some advice from 2 different decks. I want to pull something from the Energy Oracle deck. Let's see. What do we have for Cancer for September 1st through 15th? All right, what's coming in here for you guys, Cancer? Let's see. Pretty good reading, though. 7 chakra, Archangel Uriel. So, yeah, this is, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. So, yeah, this is like the spiritual ascension. Like, this is where Spirit is trying to hook you up and take you to the next level. That's why this World card is here. 4 plus 1 is 5. It's all about change. So, we're changing. The shift is definitely coming in. It's definitely a spiritual chapter that you're closing, but we have to just do a little bit of the legwork, which is towards the end, which is that self-nurturing, so that you can be able to heal yourself, and you can be able to fully let go of some of these situations and things and let them linger behind, and fully move into where you're going. It's just going to take this analysis, this self-analysis, to see what things you no longer need to hold on or harbor in your energy, and to also see how those things have kind of helped you to be where you are, have pushed you through. I know they're right, they're right there behind you, because even right here, I'm kind of seeing it, and it's right there up under you. You see what I'm saying? It's like this thing where you're right there, but you're far enough out of it that it can't really hurt you anymore, even if you can hear the voices of it, or or you can see the remnants of it. You're out of the thick of it to where it can still hurt you. So that's cause for celebration right there, that you've been brought out of this dark space that you were in for such a long time. So yeah, you're being rewarded with something in this month. And look, just to even say what it is, it says your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. So yeah, it's definitely coming in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read both of these cards for you. Let's see, 41. Look, spirit connections, intuition, and inspiration. The beautiful angel Uriel, also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra, and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Now is also a great time to get connected. The assistance from Spirit is great, and whether it's the presence of an ascended master, a powerful angel like Uriel, or a loving friend or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is there. They even open you to the Akashic records, or Alaya consciousness, the storehouse of all information. This connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. Let me tell you something that I'm getting in here too. Yeah, when you come into this wisdom of life, that you're seeing here, or that you've been able, because when I was saying that example about you stepping outside of yourself to see the cycle, that's really the only step that you have to take in life. All you have to do is just keep putting, once you learn how to walk into that state, then you're able to do that at any given time with any given situation. Now, what you can choose to do with that is you can choose to look back on everyone, on every situation, and find out the wisdom of everyone. So this is like, how can I say this? This is like where you use your power, your intuition, to try to figure out everyone else, instead of making it selfish to where you figure out the situations. Because if you figure out what the situations meant to you, then you could find the wisdom in them and move beyond them, instead of trying to figure out why the person didn't or why the situation didn't, what it could have done to work out in your favor. Does that make any sense? It's almost like saying, I shouldn't have tripped, that rock shouldn't have been there. It wasn't that I was supposed to trip. It wasn't that my shoe was untied. That rock was there. and that ball was there. That's how I slipped, and it was wet there. And it's not the fact that you may be clumsy and need to be more careful, or that you may need to tie your shoes. It's everything else. Okay, so don't use your energy towards that, because the access of what you have in that could also be the thing that leads you to where you're trying to go, to this Ten of Pentacles, where laid in the shade. Family is happy. Everybody's taken care of. You can afford to go on the family trips. You can afford to travel around and buy whatever you want to buy and live the life that you want to live. And it's coming because they're trying to raise you up to that. But you have to allow everything that's old to fall away, because it was kind of built on a rocky foundation. And not that you tried to build on a rocky foundation. We're all built on a rocky foundation until we choose to take that walk. And when we do, that's when these things kind of start to, to disintegrate, but yeah, that's that. And then we have the Pillar of Light card right here, and I'm gonna read that to you, and then we'll be done with this reading for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Also like, and let me know if this resonates with you as well. I want to know, what's going on in the life of Cancers. Okay. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the lights of heaven to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings on planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all of the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart and every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no other way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. Okay, so yeah, both of these cards kind of go together about what's kind of going on in those first couple of weeks in September. And then here I still just see the elevation from this spot to this spot. I kind of see you moving through some tough situations, but actually kind of tackling a little bit of this self-nurturing and self-care. And maybe a trip might be a good thing, just a little moment to kind of get away from everything and just to come back into your own life with fresh eyes. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I am available for one-on-one readings. Just look at the description down below for my info. Also, too, you can donate to my channel. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.